Getting started on the other PCT, also known as the Prescott Circle Trail. It's 56 miles over 3 days. I think that's probably why a lot of people don't do it. It's 16 miles the first day, followed up by 2 20-mile days. It's a pretty dry trail. You can only count on water at the campsites that you stay at each night. So you got some heavy water hauls, but so far it's absolutely gorgeous out here. I mean, look at this. Tons of trees. You start out in a riparian reserve, so there's just birds going crazy everywhere. It's great. Really looking forward to seeing what this trail holds. So I'm finally done with the road walk, which is great because nobody likes walking through neighborhoods and on the side of the freeway, but that's how the trail connects. So I don't know, it was at least a mile.
Here you go, partner.
Okay, ended up doing 18 miles today. Only plan on doing 16. But that's how it always goes for me. I never actually stick to the plan. I end up usually doing more. But this time it wasn't my fault. I was talked into it. Okay. I ended up meeting some other backpackers on the trail. The only other people I've seen all day other than mountain bikers. And they were telling me that where I was going to go, the campground, Yavapai campground, was 2.5 miles off trail. And I really didn't want to do that. They were originally a group of 6. Only 2 people showed up today, and they had stashed water caches all around the trail. So they had tons of extra water, and I just linked up with them, and yeah, that's making life a lot easier. And so we did a couple extra miles. I found a nice grassy meadow to pitch our tents in, and it's right off the trail. Great spot. End of day 1. I'm exhausted. Time to go to sleep. Start of day 2. Got 20 miles ahead of us. Picked up another hiker. He came in this morning. He's part of the local hiking club, and he brought us 3 gallons of water. There's actually so much water, we had to give some of it back to him. The first part of today is going to be a lot of Forest Service Road walking until we get to a trail, but this seems to be how a lot of it connects, is by Forest Service roads that are used by a lot of mountain bikers. I absolutely love the fact that the only people I've met out here, the only other hikers on the trail, are people I've linked up with. We're going to be going the same pace, which is fantastic, but it's just true to form for almost every time I go backpacking. I usually go solo, and then I make friends along the way. And it's been that way for the last 10 years. Every time I go on a trip, and this is a little trip, but every time I do it, I just link up with good people and I make friends on the trail, and then it works out. So if you're ever afraid to go do a solo backpacking trip, I say go for it, because that's how I've done it my entire adult life. And you meet some really good people along the way. There's always strangers that are willing to help out. And actually this worked out really well because I forgot my lighter, and I would be cold soaking my food for my hot meals if I had not run into them. I totally overlooked that one small little detail, and it would have made a big difference in this trip. So once again, strangers to the rescue. But no, all jokes aside, this has been a great start to a short trip, and I'm really thankful for this being the way that it pretty much always plays out. All that's left of an old homestead. Ew. Refill time. So far, day 2 has been way better than day 1. Day 1 was okay, nothing special. Day 2 has been mainly forest walks. So walking through the forest, and then you come out to areas like this. If you can see the scenery around me, pretty good viewpoints. And yeah, I would say overall, day 2 has made this trip worth it so far. Day 1, pretty mid. But overall, it was a good day because I met some really good people. And that's who I linked up with and backpacking this trip with. But had that not happened, I would have been pretty frustrated with how mediocre day 1 was. So I'd say a vast majority of this trip has been really well maintained trails, like exceptionally well maintained. Well, there's only going to be 2 out of the 4 of us moving on to day 3. One person's hip is really starting to bother him, and then Eric was only in it for the day. He's basically a trail angel. They brought us some water and then decided to hike, 18, 20 miles with us. So that's the end of the line for him. And tomorrow is another, I think, 20-mile day. So it's gonna be fun.
Definitely. Hopefully, get to see you again. Go do another hike around here sometime.
See you guys later.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking, actually.
So the people that I met up with on the trail, they all live up here in Prescott, and they were smart enough to drive around and cache water all over the place. And it has definitely made this trip significantly easier than it would have been. But they cached it so much that we didn't need all of it. And so we would leave full gallons at the trailheads or wherever it was that we got them. And just knowing that this is such a dry trail, that somebody would obviously benefit from it. And already today, day 2, Brennan, the guy back there, Brennan was saying that he saw some mountain bikers that thanked him for the water because Yavapai campground, which is where I was originally going to stay and refill for day 2, was completely dry. There's no water there. So they were begging people for water, and then they found the extra gallons of water that we left, and we're so grateful and thankful. So I just thought that was awesome. It's about that time. I am exhausted. We did 19 miles today, which is really good, all things considered. Just got done with dinner. Looking forward to sleep. Beginning of day 3, off to a good start. We broke camp by like 6:30 in the morning. It's just me and Brennan, and yeah, nice, easy going. Had some coffee. Woke up to the birds chirping, going crazy. My new 4-inch mattress that I got, amazing. It's the best I've ever slept on the trail in my life. So looking forward to what today brings, and so far it's off to a really good start. Time to find our water supply. Oh, look at that.
Fresh water.
I gotta say, so far, day 3 has definitely been the best. Day 2 was really good. Day 3 has not disappointed. Been up high most of the day with great views and just really nice trails, mostly in the woods. So Vanessa had to pull off trail yesterday because her hip was hurting and her feet were hurting, and she had just done the Grand Canyon trip a few days prior to this. So, you know, go figure. Body takes its toll. But she is meeting us at our halfway point today with coffee and donuts and snacks. So she's gonna be a trail angel, and just absolutely amazing, right? Like, how cool has this trip turned out to be with meeting these people on the trail? And mind you, I have not seen another backpacker this entire time of being on the trail. So the luck of meeting up and getting to hike with them, you know, whether it's just part of the trail or the whole trail, and then having her turn out to be a trail angel and bringing us snacks and coffee. It was amazing. So we were about an hour past when we thought we were going to get here. She left the coffee in the tree and donuts and tuna wraps hanging from a branch. Amazing. This is going to be fantastic. Thank you so much. So I started over there by the lake, hiked through that area with all the trees, and then went all around these mountains that go all the way around Prescott. That's where I'm at right now. All right, this is it. This is where the trail ends. We start to go for a road walk. So that's where it pops out. And now, walk down this road for at least a mile to get to the car. And I'm done. I'm real tired. And my feet are busted. I'm over it. It was good. I did it once. Probably never again. Man, that was a long 3 days. It was definitely a brutal day 3. I think every other day was like 40,000 steps, and today was 45, almost 46,000 steps. Whatever that translates to mileage-wise. I forgot to start my watch, so I couldn't tell you without doing the math. But yeah, I'm smoked. I'm ready to go get a burger and beer and call it a day. Cheers.